Imagine this. You're in a room full of people, all trying to reach the top. Some play fair, they work hard, stay true to their values. But others? They lie, manipulate, and crush anyone who gets in their way. And strangely, it's often the ruthless ones who rise the highest. But why? Does the world really reward the worst among us? Take a look at history. Ruthless emperors, self-serving politicians, cutthroat CEOs, what do they all have in common? Immense power, often gained with zero regard for ethics. And this isn't just history. It's happening right now, on social media, in corporate boardrooms, even among friends. The loudest, the most aggressive, the ones who play the game, they win. Justice, it seems to always show up late. But here's the thing, this isn't just a glitch in the system. It's the system itself. It's how human nature, evolutionary psychology, and social structures play out. In a world where resources are limited, competition is inevitable. And in that race, those who hesitate, those who stop to ask, is this right, often get left behind. But here's the paradox. Yes, the worst people can win at first, but history is also full of their downfalls. The arrogant fall fast, the disloyal get betrayed, the empire built on fear eventually collapses. So we're left with a hard question. Is morality a weakness in the game of power? To dig deeper, we need to turn to philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. He believed power isn't good or bad, it just is. And to understand why the worst people often succeed, we first need to understand the nature of power itself. Nietzsche proposed two moral frameworks, master morality and slave morality. Master morality is the code of the powerful. It values strength, ambition, courage, and dominance. These individuals don't ask for permission. They shape the world according to their will. They don't seek validation. They define their own values. They don't see weakness as something noble. They see it as something to overcome. Slave morality, on the other hand, is born from the powerless. It praises humility, obedience, and sacrifice. It sanctifies suffering, and it views power as inherently evil. But Nietzsche argued that this is simply a survival strategy, an emotional defense developed by those who couldn't win through force. And here lies the danger. Slave morality doesn't stop the rise of the ruthless, it enables it. By condemning ambition and power, it leaves those tools in the hands of the people least likely to use them wisely. While noble souls hesitate, those who embrace master morality take control. And in a world where hesitation equals defeat, the outcome becomes inevitable. Now add to that another layer, the just world fallacy. From a young age, we're told that good always wins. In stories, religion, and moral teachings, we're fed the idea that the universe is fair, that if we just do the right thing, things will work out. But the real world often tells a different story. The hardest workers aren't always the richest. The most honest people aren't always leaders, and the kindest souls often suffer the most. This doesn't mean morals are useless, but it does mean we can't afford to be naive. We can't ignore the realities of power while waiting for justice to magically appear. So what's the answer? We need to understand power. Not fear it, not worship it, but learn how it works and use it responsibly. Because those who run from power hand it over to those who abuse it. Power isn't evil, it's simply dangerous when misunderstood or misused. Think of power not as a weapon, but as a tool. And Nietzsche's solution? The idea of the Übermensch, or overman. This is the person who refuses to be confined by society's limits, who doesn't seek approval, who moves forward without fear. The Übermensch defines their own purpose. They use power not to destroy, but to elevate. Their strength lies not in control over others, but in mastery over themselves. In today's world, we often see power as consumption of people, of attention, of resources. But real power? It creates, it builds, it inspires. So just being nice isn't enough anymore. Not in business, not in leadership, not even in everyday life. Being kind and strategic, compassionate and assertive, that's the new balance. Because in the end, we shouldn't fear power. We should learn it, master it, and make sure it's in the hands of those who build, not just those who destroy. Because true power doesn't lie in crushing others, it lies in rising above who we used to be.